Good morning. It is Thursday. I am Tim. Uh, I am incredibly sore from leg day yesterday. That was a lot of fun. This is my stream of my workouts for the year, doing a body transformation. The purpose of this body transformation, the thing that sets it apart, is that I'm not using any sort of protein supplements or supplements at all. So no protein supplements, no protein shakes or like protein powders, no BCAs, no creatine, no pre workouts, nothing extra. Just trying to get all my nutrients simply from the food that I eat, and that's it. I'm not opposed to supplements. I think you want to take them, great. I think you should do whatever works best for you. And um, I've taken them in the past, so I definitely think that they work. I just wanted to see what I could do if I got all of my nutrients just from my food. Like, was it absolutely necessary to take all this extra stuff in order to hit my goals, or was I just, you know, buying into unnecessary hype? So we'll see. Uh, Secondary reason is that one of my kids started preschool, and preschool is expensive. So cutting out supplements saves me $100 a month at least. That's $1,200 a year, and in this economy, every little bit helps. Today, going to be working on my chest. So going to be doing some bench press again. So still doing this, changing my routine from doing higher weight to doing just lower weight with higher reps, trying to work off some fat and see how it goes. Going to be doing this till at least June 1st. So we'll see how it works. I'm hoping it's worth it. It should be. We'll see. If not, my buddy Cabin gave me bad advice. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna start out with warming up with the 10 pounds, 4.53 kilogram dumbbells. Oh. Yeah, I'm very sore from yesterday. I didn't think it was gonna be as bad. So I wasn't doing higher weights. I thought it would average out, but I think it also had to do with last week. I didn't do a really hard leg day because one of my kids were sick. That may be the contributing factor. Just do that. 20 pounds, 9.07 kilograms. And just remember doing everything in sets of 15. So, normally I do sets of 10, but like I said, for the next till July 1st, going to be doing higher reps, so sets of 15. All right. One of the things that I find interesting about the internet and fitness is that you get a lot of conflicting information on how to work out or what works best. And I think the one thing I find uh, that I do feel like some people will do better under certain types of exercise than others. Like certain routines will work better for one person over the next, and then some routines will work basically good for everyone. Like everyone will do well with them on average, but there's going to be outliers, and then those outliers of people that have a different routine always seem to be in conflict with people that have a regular routine or the more normal one. And I would just say, like, definitely find out what works best for you. If it's high reps, low weight, low high reps, or high weight, low reps, whatever works best for you, try it. I haven't really tried this routine before, so giving it a shot. Maybe it works good for me, maybe it doesn't. But I think finding out what works best for you is key. And just ignore how vehemently opposed to some routines some people are. It's like a war out there. You definitely should learn how to spot crazy though, because there are some crazy ideas people have. And the body mechanics of making sure that you don't get hurt is important to understand. Well, I think even mentally, how your how your brain works and how you think is going to affect whether or not you're effective, or whether or not you're good at doing some routines over others. Breathe. That last set of 15 got a little hard around 12, so give myself a second to recover and then dive back in because I really want to do 3 sets of 15. That's 12. I'm gonna go ahead and take 10 pounds off, go down 40 pounds. Oh man, I gotta call from one of my neighbors yesterday that there was a guy going through our neighborhood looking in cars and trying to find cars to break into. And so I went out there. There's the same guy that's been in the neighborhood but looking to steal like a couple of years ago. It's just such a sad, like, it's a sad situation where I think he's like 47 years old and been in and out of prison. And I'd feel bad for him. Part of me feels bad, but the other part of me is really frustrated with this guy because the 2 days after the last time I told him to get out of the neighborhood and ran him out, he broke into this 19-year-old girl's house while she was home alone. He shut the power off to her house and broke in. And she had to like hide in the backyard while she was waiting for the police to show up. And that's like, you know, the guy's a bad guy. And it sucks that girl had to go through that. And it sucks that in California we have such a revolving door that he was just back out within, I think it was like 6-7 months. And the last interaction I had with him was like a month ago. I was driving to the park with my kids, driving down the road, and I saw him dressed harassing this like smaller, older lady, and wouldn't leave her alone. And she was like walking, and she like started walking slower and slower and slower until she finally like stopped, and he like kept walking, but then he like ducked into some bushes and was gonna bother her again. So I had to like pull over and asked her if she wanted to ride. So I gave her a ride home. But it's just, he's such a punk, man. And he's like, it's just very frustrating. And it's frustrating that there's little to nothing that law enforcement will do. I think women should be able to walk down the street without having some big guy scaring them to death. But hopefully, hopefully things will change. I feel like the part that's most likely going to happen is things won't change and it's just going to go back to mob justice in California. You're going to get more vigilantes and people taking the law into their own hands because you can't trust the government to do it, which is not a good place to be. I think the sad part about it is like having kids, and you have to make them aware that there's like bad people out there, and that's I don't know. It makes me sad. I want my kids to be smart, and but explaining to them like why they can't help strangers in the park, like why they can't. If a stranger's like, "Oh, help me find my puppy" or something, why they can't help. Um, it's very